All right, we'll go ahead and kick it off here. Welcome to Solace Podcast number 31, I believe. I am. Oh, the stream is unmuted. Hold on.
Wait, by the way, make sure
Alright.
that you're recording.
Yeah, I am. All right, so I'm Bailey, Solace General.
Alex, dumbfounded, Solace General.
I am Blind Idiot, Solace General.
I am Speed, not a Solace General.
I am Tricky Ricky, otherwise known as Richard, Oblivion, Silver Star.
99 Steez, Corporal and Solace.
Man, you really wanted to go first, eh?
I had to hop in front of him.
That's
Had to
fair.
do it.
It's all good.
All right, so the first topic is some clan stuff. I'm going to go over that real quick, and then we'll jump into the actual topics. So some people have been asking us, with the number of captains increasing in Solace, are you thinking of changing the rank requirements? As of right now, we have no plans to change it. Obviously, as top page does fill up in the coming months and years, we may consider changing it, maybe lowering it, or I don't know, but we're not raising it at the moment, so that's the end of that. And then another question is, we don't have a single clan member from Denmark, and that's untrue. We have Dreamy or Dreamworld. And
Takamoto.
yeah, we're definitely welcoming to the Danish. Is that right? Is that what
We
they're
have,
called?
we have
Danish
nothing. We have
community.
nothing against people from Denmark, in
The
case that
Danes.
wasn't clear.
We love
Also,
the Danish men and
One of
women.
our best players of all
Join up.
time. Your
I have
Curry
a
is
Danish for
Danish.
breakfast. Yeah, that's true. We have your Corey as well.
Like, come on, your Curry
Your
guys.
Corey.
Don't
if
forget
you
about
know.
your Curry, your Quarry.
Who?
Addicted Solace Miner. Whatever his bio was. I don't know.
All right, so with that, we
Go
can move forward to the next topic, which is the discussion about fantasy EHP. Thoughts on Solace rigging fantasy? Under promised but over delivered week one. Who are you impressed with the most from fantasy, and who do you think will
Well, it's
win?
mostly just a general conversation about the whole
Yeah.
Skilling Cup.
So far we've
2020.
seen week one already pass, and we're about halfway or a little bit over halfway through week two. So you can kind of see who's like a good team, who's going to be a struggling team. I don't know. What are you guys' general thoughts on this?
Well, I know that my team should have won week one.
Cap.
right.
Things happened
Definitely.
and things that couldn't
The
have.
Summoner's Rift.
Unforeseeable issues.
Yeah,
the
it's
team.
for real, unforeseeable, and we'll just have to try better next time. I don't
Oh.
think we'll lose again.
Yeah, now I remember
Ooh.
those. Unlucky, man.
We'll see week 3. If we lose week 3, then everything's out the window. Basically, is my
play?
thoughts. The Crows.
Ooh, that'll be a good one.
We're
That'll
putting
be-
we're putting everything in. Mitch is playing 168.
Damn, bro. Maybe they'll go in
On
tired
job.
too, Alex. I don't know.
Maybe what?
They'll go in tired too. They're still going strong for this week.
Yeah, they
Oh,
still are.
true.
7 hours down, bro. Fuck me.
Is it that close?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I literally feet on dick for this week, so
Bro, they're already at.
I'm well rested.
Hold on, they're already at 600 hours for the week.
I don't
Was it
even.
Friday, 2
Can I
p.m.?
say one thing that you guys might be a little disappointed in?
What's up?
Yep.
What day are we? Is the 6 hour tomorrow or the day after?
Sunday.
The day
It's
after,
Friday
bro.
Okay.
right now.
It's
I know that
48
it's
hours.
Friday, so it's
Exactly in 48
on Sunday.
hours.
So tomorrow I can
Yeah.
still do nothing.
Do a little
Yes.
trolling.
Yeah.
Yes,
it
you
is.
can do a little trolling.
I have been doing a little trolling.
Yeah, we can tell at the bottom there, bro. Holy.
We can tell.
Asthma Demon. 8th place. Looking like Buttersock right
Yeah, but
now.
I'm doing 0.7, so not the same.
Actually, Buttersock has more hours than you. Never mind.
Yeah, you should be skilled. IMO.
I should be scaled to
Yelled
95k.
upwards.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
No,
Friggin'
no
fantasy.
smithing.
Bailey, now would be a good time to announce too. We're gonna be scaling all the VMers in Solace to 1-to-1.
Yeah.
So
I've
keep an
already.
eye out for that
I
one,
told
boys.
Kills on that, and he said that he was a Solace general, so
He did
we'll
get
be
put in
scaling him as
Solak
well.
with bug stop.
Fuck, you did get us there, man. I don't know.
Back it up.
What about the yeah, you have any comments, Bailey, on the whole scaling people and rig and fantasy?
Hey, can
Uh,
you give me the full rundown on what actually happened with that? Because me being on a different team, I paid no attention.
Basically, like, the Bears just had a lot of players that were getting over EHP, so I had to scale them. I told them at the beginning of the week that I would be scaling them.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
every
obvious
single
that
one.
So-
Dior would be getting scaled,
Yeah,
right?
so I had
Yeah.
to scale Vior's attack. I had to scale Bonnet to Forerunner, and I had to scale Hebox Jong to Driftnet. And Hebox Jong was really good about it actually. He sent me his he did a 6 hour of Driftnet at the start and sent me the rate, and then told me exactly what he thought was fair to be scaled at. And then I talked to Husks as well, and he was doing it as well, so I got his rates from Husk as well and used those and then scaled it to what I thought was pretty fair. I think his 6 hour was 83k fishing at Driftnet, and I scaled it to 80.5k or something like that.
Yeah, 81.5.
81,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think he still got slightly
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
I think.
I think a little bit over is
Well,
fine.
slightly over is usual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
not
I think
trying
that's
to gut
fine.
these.
Common.
We're not trying to gut these people, man. We're just. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to be an over ep comp, you know.
I'm just trying to make if you're doing over, then yeah, just let me know and I'll scale it so no one's just blatantly getting an advantage. I do want people to scale efficiently, of course, but I do want the comp to be fair. I don't want people to be getting over EHP and not getting scaled for it,
Yeah. Don't worry, you can still get 1-to-1, boys. We're not looking to chop off people's nuts here.
It's a bit graphic.
Come on, Nick.
Oh.
I would like to
sorry.
maybe
Wrong
ask
chat.
Ricky what he thinks about the comparison between the EHP comp style and the bingo style, because bingo, it's not really doable
Yeah.
for skillers because a
Of
lot of things
course.
just would not be possible. I
Yeah,
can't do
it's
fishing
it's so
tile.
hard to find a comparison because with the bingo it's so ebbs and flows. We had one in Oblivion a few weeks back, and the people who were playing the most were the ones who just were able to ride the fucking RNG wave. So I
Yeah,
guess
of
it's
course.
good and bad. You'll see the thing with the comps, and I was always really excited for this most recent comp because it was supposed to be a 10-day long bingo, but it ended up being fucking over in 5 days. So you didn't even get to see people
Jeez.
doing a week long, a full week on temple with the data points, full tracking and everything. But you had people on pace for insane weeks. A cruise ship Brett did he did I think 20 hours straight of Zora getting 1-to-1.
No.
Yeah, to start the comp.
For bingo.
Yeah, for bingo.
How many
Well,
kills
it's
was
serious.
that?
It's serious too. It's not like 20
Jesus.
hours is that absurd. It is.
I mean, there's
impressive,
a
though.
Yeah.
pretty large cash prize as well, and
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it only comes around a couple times a year, so people definitely pop off for it.
Yeah,
It's,
he was
sure.
it's really
he was sleeping. I know
prestigious.
he was sleeping 2 or 3. I wasn't sleeping too much, trying to get 1-to-1 the whole time. Yonix played a
1-to-1.
fuck ton. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Text played a lot. You had people who were definitely playing 20 hours a day. So it was too bad that it ended so quick, because otherwise you would have actually seen some true temple records from the PVM side of things being set, but because it ended so quickly, people kind of just fucked off after it ended.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's just so much different.
It's just completely different, to be honest.
Yeah, riding the RNG, it just, you can't force yourself. You can do as much as you want of one piece of content, but if you're not getting the thing
Yeah.
you need to actually advance in the competition, you're kind of just sitting there on your hands.
I like
Which
the
sucks, but
I like the bingos a lot more than the corp wars though, so
yeah,
good to see 'em
for
coming.
sure.
Well, I like the style of bingo so much more than just a standard EHP comp, because you have to do a structured thing as a team.
Yeah, there's
You
a
have
lot
to
of
focus
strategy
on a bunch of
involved.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a lot of fun. You're kind of strategizing how you navigate certain tiles. And what was interesting this comp was, so it was a 1 alt limit, which sucked for certain people, but at the same time you could use that alt if you were, let's say, you're doing Vorkath where there's no way to boost yourself. You could then use your alt to DPS for someone at Bandos or something. So there's some strategy there. When
That's sick,
So
man.
it's like a team alt.
Yeah, because
Exactly, team
I
alt
remember
limit.
seeing the bingo rosters. You have your main, and then you also sign up with your alt, right?
Exactly, yeah. So that was kind
Oh.
of cool. I was, for my team, when I was doing DKs, I was boosting them at Corp, because that's just such a big thing to do.
Man.
Being able to have someone alt at Corp is one of the most beneficial things you can do in terms of getting actual over. And when I was doing like solo chambers, I was spec transferring someone at Serb, and like that's another good thing because you can just launch claws every single kill.
Yeah, you guys were like trying to help each other out as much as you could, right? Like,
Exactly.
I remember you said like someone was at Kraken, and then they were like helping someone else, like
Yeah.
'cause they were just chilling, obviously, so they were just helping someone else with like another.
So the
Yeah.
alts are just in rotation, basically.
Exactly. You're just like
That's-
trying to keep everyone maintaining the alts, and then you give yourself the best chance of getting over.
It's like a real dynamic competition and not static like an EHP comp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's benefits to both, right? Like EHP, you can kind of just be an individual and like push your own goals at the same time, you know? And
For sure. For sure.
Well, I guess.
That's a good
Sorry,
point.
wait, go ahead. Gotta reformat that in my head.
Yeah, it's a good point. Like you can, I do like that about fantasy is the whole don't change your playstyle thing. Like you can just,
For
for
sure.
the most part,
Very
do whatever you
structured.
want. Yeah, pretty nice. You don't have to. You're not forced into doing something you don't want to do. And you can still compete to the fullest.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like for EHP comps, there's a lot more like high level sleep depth typically than
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you actually
Yeah,
have to
no
think
kidding.
more in PDM stuff.
more just less sleep. Yeah, sleeping is like, I don't know, half the strategy, I guess. So
For sure.
a lot less actual game tactics involved unless you're Adam Jr.
Like it just goes back to that 1-to-1 for the EHP comps, like in like your playoff and final games, like it's just gonna come down to like who can sleep the least and who can get the best rates, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You're not getting 1-to-1. You're even if you're sleeping, I don't know, 3 a night, you're gonna get you're gonna be at a pretty huge disadvantage.
Yeah, if you're
I mean,
sleeping
I'm sure the
2
picking
hours a
style is
night.
still the same though. Like for both sides of the comps, you're gonna be picking like prioritizing combos of players, and then like you're picking people still for like bingo that can complete all the tiles. Basically,
Yeah,
you
and
want
the
to get a
PDM
balance of
comps, they're
both.
picking like ability too, because a lot of times they have tiles like sub 65 Inferno. I'm not sure if that's like a good time or whatever, but like stuff like that where like you have to have a player on your team that can do that, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that actually.
So
That's
you
a
have
good
to
point.
like make sure that you pick enough people to like where like you can complete the whole board. Like if you
Exactly.
if like let's say you let's say your whole team can't do a sub 65 Inferno, then yeah, you're fucked for that tile and
Exactly.
You're gonna
probably
have
just
one
gonna
guy trying the
lose.
whole week.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's happened in the past where like
Really?
yeah, not
Oh.
quite to that extreme, but like there was a few bingos ago, about a year ago, where a team had a huge lead. Like I'm talking a day and a half, which is obviously huge over
Yeah,
like a
massive.
week-long thing. And one of the tiles was just everyone has to get an Inferno completion, and they essentially left that tile to last, and their last member was unable to get the kill, and they lost the comp over that.
Holy.
Yeah, so it was a pretty big deal at the time.
That's
Up on
funny,
Parsec,
man.
bro.
Yeah, hit the parsec, bro. What do you mean? I mean,
we
oh my
don't endorse Parsec.
god, man. Hearing about the Iron Man bingos is like insane with the parsec. Well, not the parsecing, but you know what I mean.
Account trading for 6
Yeah,
hours.
holy.
Oh yeah.
I heard about the dollar figure the other day for that one gentleman, which I shall not mention.
Gentlemen.
Pretty
Mental jam.
mental gem.
What I was gonna say, like for drafting style, obviously you're not gonna pick like 10 people that are doing mining for EHP comp because it's just not smart. If you don't have
Yeah.
some crafting Andes. you're
Hell
fucked.
yeah,
crafting.
bro.
Let's
You
go.
need the crafting.
Captain Smith.
Dude,
is
smithing is
real.
the new gen fucking
Oh yeah, it's so
Well,
chill,
Fantasy.
man.
back in the day, people
1-to-1
used to, it
gaming.
was like fantasy, like not fantasy, but EHP comps were like Artie comps, basically.
Yeah.
When Artie was EHP, especially like way back in the
That
day.
would
That's what
suck now,
smithing is
dude.
now.
You have enough
Yeah.
people doing arty already.
Everyone does
Yeah,
a
because
150,
it's the juice. Like
I feel like no
you
one
can
would leave the
sleep depth the
roofs.
easiest with roofs,
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. You're not tired
But
at
it's
all.
just
but you're
bad
losing a
EHP.
shit ton of EHP
Yeah,
over
it
the week.
sucks.
Yeah, but it's just easy. That's why people do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
And
fuck-
like you don't need any money, so you can like just come straight out of retirement as a rooftop runner.
bro, look
Oh,
at
yeah,
how
blow all your veggie on fantasy.
look how much
Straight
people are
up, there's
still
people
doing it
doing
now,
that.
man.
Yeah, for sure.
We still
Put
got
the
so
running
much
shoes
Agi
on.
now.
Literally laced up, ready
Bro, and
to
that-
run.
That's the point. Like the fact that you can, instead of being that guy who's struggling to pay for crafting, you can literally just log on one RD alt and profit / break even. So
Slow down there, one amethyst, bro.
With
The
smithing?
Yeah, with smithing.
Yeah.
One amethyst.
How's the
Nobody
price still
has
fucked,
amethyst,
man?
though.
It's so nuts. How? Like, isn't
Hashtag how?
the gold ore is still 180? They nerfed that shit like what 6 months ago now?
It's too late, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, they nerfed what?
They nerfed the Volcano. That's
Volcano,
what
which
torched the
dropped-
gold ore
Oh yeah,
price.
the Benny thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but it's still like it's even like gone down. Like I remember, I like sold mine for just like RC money because I had it banked and then I launched it, and then I just like was like, oh, I'm worried about buying it back, and I was like thinking about buying it back whenever they nerfed it, and then I was just didn't do it, and then months later I looked back and it's still the same price. Like it hasn't even moved. It's gone down a bit even.
Jeez.
What was it before
Weird.
Volcano? Like 300 maybe?
350, man. It was high. It's probably upper
Holy.
400 sometimes.
It was.
It's
Yeah.
like in half almost.
I remember Kickback and Jenny talking about it whenever I was like fishing like a year ago, and
Fuck.
they were like, "Oh yeah, gold ore is cheap. It's like 360. Let's buy it up." You know?
Oh my. Oh man, I remember the great gold merch by Randalicious and Co.
I don't.
Oh.
Alright,
Anyways.
we ready to move on to the PvP?
Yeah, we
Stu?
can.
Oh,
wait,
talk
hold on,
about some
hold on. Let's
player-
get a-
Okay.
Oh,
Talk about
sorry.
new players?
Yeah, let's get a
yeah, sure. Oh yeah, true.
some
of
big
course,
performers
yeah.
from fantasy first.
Okay. I don't know. Do you have any in mind?
I was proud of my teammate Dimension coming out of retirement to play a pretty stellar amount. L2 as well.
L2 fucking yopped off at the start, man.
L2 was
Yeah.
gonna drop
Holy.
a 1,000 mark stack. He only made it to 850 though before he got tired. Such a shame. Only did 40 hours.
Yeah, female's too much of an easy one.
Female's
Yeah,
nuts.
he's
Holy.
pretty known as well.
There's
already.
some gnarly
King.
kids though, like let me see. Fast LT did really well. I didn't personally know who he was, so shout out to him.
That was all mining too, right? Like a fat mining week. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
like
sure.
mostly mining.
Yeah, oh here it is. I got his yeah.
Really good.
Oh yeah, he's still
Big
doing
up
mostly mining.
Lithuania.
Holy, yeah, what a beast. Y'all give it to Fast LT, man, yeah.
I guess Arnett popped the fuck off.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, to be honest, and you know there will be a discussion about why so many people are popping off in the near future of the podcast. But
this is a good one to consult the mental gem of the chat, man. Dr. Oreo as well.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
we
on
had-
my team. He's like
mental
They
gem.
popped
he's like 1K up, and he did like his best week by like a lot, I think. Like
Yeah, he did
100,
10% of his
110.
account in
Yeah,
one
that's
week.
the classic
Holy.
10% of your account week, bro.
It's insane.
You'd love to see it, man.
Orio's a
been,
really nice guy. I like him.
like, Pretty impressed with my team member, Bear Traps fan. Like, guy went from a random to the random, you know? Like, he's popping off. It's good to see.
Yeah, he's really good.
I guess
You
it's no
excited
surprise,
to-
but Desper as well. Like,
Oh yeah, word,
such a
dude.
solid fucking player, and
Yeah, one of the best manager players.
Oh man,
For sure.
I've been chatting
Swift as
Despero for
well.
so long.
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you predicted it. In
I told you
that
Desper
post.
he is very good, man.
Oh,
Desper,
it's-
like from the start, he has been like ever
It's
since
so
he
easy
hit
to forget
1K,
about
he
him,
has
man.
been so good.
Yeah, man,
Hilarious,
Swifts is a
sorry.
beast.
Yeah, Swiss
he's
is a
doing well,
legend,
no cap.
bro.
He's doing well.
I'm not flaming. Why do you assume I was flaming?
Oh, the
Because
tar
you're-
on
I don't know,
stream!
man.
Holy. What do you think so far, Steez? I think you're the only one here as a first timer for fantasy, so.
Yeah, that's like right. So everyone's kind of surprising to me, right? Because like you see all these people, like you're just expecting like like the current top kind of guys to just be up there, but it's just like everybody that I didn't expect could like pull those kind of weeks. It's like all pretty fresh and like cool to pay attention to and watch.
Word.
Oh yeah, Skill Second has done a really good job as well. He's from KKC. He is
Yeah, the level
done
3.
really well. Yeah.
Yoppin'.
He's like, I knew who he was a little bit, but like he definitely popped off more than I expected to.
Yeah, he is like gonna be one of your key players, I'd say. And he was
Yeah,
picked
he'll
in like
probably
the
start like every week.
picked in
Yeah,
the
and one-
7th or 8th round. Me and Nick talked about him on the
7th, I think.
review,
yeah,
yeah.
Go
definitely
second,
one
yeah.
of the best value picks.
And of course, we talked about him in the review too, but also enjoys, obviously.
Oh yeah, very good.
Huge. But yeah.
He'll be finishing mining soon. I wonder what he'll be doing after that. I guess maybe continue crafting.
He's been. I think he's trying to do more one-to-one shit because he is the limited account build. So
Oh, I saw he like posted like a picture of like 170 mil mining or something, and he was wearing a hit points cape. Should he not like does the mining cape Word?
What?
Should he?
That must be we do a little trolling.
Yeah, it must be a little
Okay.
trolling. You can't. You lose the XP. Jenny
That's
Ward.
like the guy who tweeted his 200 mil
It'd be like
range with the
100K
void
an hour.
melee helm on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trolling.
Yeah, Jenny Ward mining cape the
Because
whole
no
way.
plate or cape, that would suck.
No, I like scrolled through his Twitter and they're all HP cape. Like he tweets like every 10 or 15 mil or something.
That's
What?
really stupid if that's what he's doing.
I don't know.
Maybe
Confused now.
someone in the chat can enlighten us.
Maybe he doesn't know Pepe Live.
Wait,
Hashtag the
wait.
chat.
Oh,
Like
mining
Darts is
cape.
saying.
Yeah, look what Darts is saying. What?
Wait, what?
HP cape
Mine-
is QOL.
Oh. I forgot he's new to Quarry.
So he's
yeah.
just dipping his toes in the water, is what you're saying?
No
Oh,
way he gets
gotcha.
those weeks. He was on a 30. What? He was like a
Thought he was
39
doing a lot of
mil.
mining.
He
but-
played a ton, dude. He popped
Yeah,
off.
what? How do you play that much for the HP game?
Just a beast, I guess.
Holy man. Okay, well that's just bonkers. I don't even know what to think anymore.
So as far as like under promise, I would say the Seagulls are disappointing me, but
Fuck, I
You
hate
mean
the
over
Seagulls.
promised? Under promised is the opposite.
under-delivered.
or yeah, under delivered. Sorry,
Yes, over
Yeah.
promised and under delivered
I think
is
they
something that the
will-
dorks did.
I think they can turn it around once I think Wasby's done RS3 now, so maybe that'll help them
He's
out.
not 200
but-
mil all yet.
Rest
Oh,
in
he's
peace.
not?
Denman is.
Well, he'll be done by like the time.
Rest in
Like,
peace, Wasby. Didn't
today's
get
over.
top
Denman got
page.
top page.
Rip Wasby.
Yeah, 3
Rip
top
Wasby.
page.
Nice attempt. Yeah, they're really.
Did 150s wasn't it enough? Kevin?
Yeah, that's insane, man. Yeah, man, they're really pissing me off though, dude. Freaking
Well, Lay
Seagulls.
and me really popped off together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
A and I as well did
dynamic
pretty
duo.
well.
RS3 is actually like a game full of Parsec demons.
Yup.
Hope old school is never like that.
Yeah, fuck that. I wouldn't try at all if that were the case.
would be
We're
really
Imagine,
stressing.
bro. What? He must have been logged in easily, like minimum like 280 hours in 2 weeks. I don't know about 300, but
Yeah, yeah.
he did not sleep, man. Like barely. And it's Wasby. Like he's done 150s in old school before.
Wasby's
And-
nuts, dude.
Yeah, he had no chance. He literally had no chance, bro. Like that's
Were you in
insane.
TS last night when he was like, "Yo, yeah, I've been up like 45 and I might go into work tomorrow"?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I was just like, "You're trolling, bro. Just call out."
Just call it. That's what I was telling him. He's like,
I'm
"No,
actually
no, no."
surprised that they're making him go to work right now.
No, he doesn't have to.
Wait, his
Oh, yeah,
office
yeah,
is
yeah.
like he has
Even
his
if
own
it's
office.
empty, I guess it's
yeah.
fine.
It's him and like one girl, he says, or something like that. So he's kind of chilling.
All right, so who do you guys think is gonna win the whole thing, the whole fantasy?
The Crows or the MTFs. We'll see what happens on week 3. Stay
You
tuned.
know, I think if MTF makes it, I think I have them, but I also kind of want to follow my heart and go Wizards, man. I don't know.
It's
I
gotta be
think
the Wizards, man.
the Wizards can win. I
I
don't
gotta
know.
go
It's,
for the Wizards, man.
it's like a
They're I'm
three-way
biased, man.
tie
They're my favorite
between.
team.
I mean, you got like Ook and Stee and Erix and like that team has so many good
Just
players.
know Ook will die for that team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. So many comp players, like
And the
yeah,
same
they're
with like
comp players.
Crows have like Vinny, like all the Ironmen that are like definitely proven, like Heiger, Timos.
Yeah. Well, I think CC, WW, and MTF.
Yeah,
Fire.
all three of those are just
Yeah.
nuts.
Or and fuck and KK, dude. There's too many fucking
Yeah,
teams. man.
KKC is a beast as well.
Yeah, KKC is winning it all, man.
I'd like to say my own team, but that's a little cringe, so I'll just say the Wizards.
Go. Yeah, I mean
But,
that's kind of.
I am confident in my own team. I'll say that.
I
much.
think you guys are good for sure.
It's good though, because we were saying before the draft, there's a lot of good teams, and now even halfway through week 2, there's still like 4 teams that we think.
It's a
I
lot.
will say
It's
that all
really
teams
weird.
could do it.
Yeah, there's still. I mean, even
Yeah,
like
there's no like really bad team. Like every team is pretty good this time around, which is nice.
yeah. If the Seagulls do manage to win this week and be well rested for next week, and then somehow pull someone out of their ass for like the 7 and 8 spots for playoffs, they could still be a really good team as well.
All right, are we ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to talk about the upcoming PvP stuff, the Deadman and the 1v1s that's happening, I think, right now. I don't really know much about
Yeah.
that, but apparently there's like a 1v1 tournament thingy, like Triberding, right?
Yeah. I am so mad, man. Oh my god, I have so many bad things to say, dude.
About
First
what?
of all,
The
these
1v1s?
Yeah, the 1v1s, man. These tourneys are sick, man. Like, so many people who don't even PK, at least in I find that like in the skilling community, love watching these things because they're just entertaining in general, and they never have these like. When was the last one? They don't have these frequent enough, in my opinion.
Definitely not.
They don't spectate, like they're spectating like what, like 5% of the fights. Like they have one guy who's running around and spectating when they could have like multiple streams. They could have like one guy even spectating like 2 people, like jumping between fights. Like as soon as one's done, he can move on to the next one. Like I don't understand, man, how this happens.
It's actually like almost laughable how consistent Jagex is at just sewering the PvP community like
so
over and over.
frustrating,
They
man.
just cannot get it right.
I feel like the whole game is like kind of like wanting to help the PvP community at this point.
At this point, you gotta feel bad.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's insane.
Like if you, I don't know, man. Like I just think of like Jenny Death and like the 30 other people in his position. Like we're just desperately trying to watch him on stream, and now his next shot's
didn't
like
get to see the boy Jenny.
Yeah, and then now his next shot's like what, a year from now, 2 years from now, whenever the hell they decide to have the next tournament. Like these things take no effort. Like they're giving the cash prize like $1,000.
That's little infrastructure involved in like setting this shit up, and
business is booming our end
like
as well.
A prize,
you know,
you can just do like membership or whatever.
Yeah, and even like the 1K prize for winning, like that's no investment from them. Like they can have these so often.
I know a lot of people are like kind of pissed off about the 1K prize. I think it's fine as long as they like host more. But if they host like one a year and it's 1K, then that's shit. But like,
it's gonna hurt.
If they host it like once a month and it's 1K, then yeah, sure, like go ahead, bro.
1K is always gonna be enough to motivate people to enter the tournament. So like, that's all you need pretty much. Just have
the
these,
fact that it's even hosted by Jagex, like the clout involved of winning those, like people would definitely, you'd see tons of signups as long as like it's hosted by Jagex and affiliated and streamed and whatnot. Like I think that alone drives people to sign up.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who didn't even make it in, right? Like, because there's first come, first serve. Which also is pretty bad IMO. But
they launched the link at 4 a.m. Australian time. Like, what? You have normal human beings who love PKing who didn't even see the tweet in time. What?
Were there any like big content creators that didn't get in?
I don't know about Australia.
I
think
heard
for
Amenity. Maybe?
Yeah, Amenity. There you go.
Oh yeah. Rip Amenity.
I think there was quite a few.
Streams. Good PK.
Yeah, it's real solid.
But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to complain about that tournament because it really made me mad last night. Because I mean, I enjoy watching them, dude. Like they're fun.
Yeah,
to watch.
I love watching.
They're sick, bro. Like you get the.
A lot of the fights were really close when I was watching.
Man.
I like watching
staff bashing and crossbow specking and doing some trolling. It's like it's sick, man. I
even like watching that one that Rot hosted where like Ghetto Beluga and shit were like commentating it. That was really entertaining. Pretty sure that's like all day.
Sick, man.
When was that? That was forever ago.
That was like
so long ago.
Apparently,
I wasn't even skilling. I don't think.
That's the one where
was like refreshing for 2 hours. He went AFK for 30 minutes, came back, and it was full for EU. So he got sewered as well.
Who?
And get in Skidler.
He was. Like to try to enter when they tweeted it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
He's a pretty good Brit as well. They should just get him to host then if he's not competing.
Yeah, for real.
He's a really good host.
I still wonder why they like stopped having him host the Dead Man stuff.
Dude, he was my favorite on the DMM.
He was the best.
I loved him.
Yeah.
It's actually weird and super unfortunate.
They canned him super early as well.
I mean, I'm sure
like 2 times then he was
they have a
gone.
reason for it, right? But I don't see what could have been a good enough reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess he can kind of be like kind of foul sometimes. But I think it's like funny and it fits in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like he's not. I don't know. I never saw him as that vulgar. Anyways, like Aiza's obviously more PG, but
yeah,
not like Skidler's. I don't know. It's not like he's not esports as they say. Like,
I mean, dude, this game is like so old. Why does everything have to be PG?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And like
it wouldn't be an issue in like Counter-Strike casting.
Yeah, exactly. And like Tom is saying in the chat too, like they could do so many different things. Like they could have the 10v10 tourneys. Like they could have.
those were so cool as well.
Yeah, like there's so much stuff they're missing that makes no sense. It's there.
Dude, I remember
watch it.
I remember the Jagex tourney where there was like a 40v40 and Rot literally just smoked him. Like literally like no chance. Like just easy win. Like thanks for the money. Like it was that bad.
And like I don't understand.
There's so much potential with PvP, and they just
Yeah, and look at how
like-
much these like the Aussie one got 10K viewers as well. Like
Yeah, it
they're
popped
talking about
off at,
like a
esports.
shit time.
It was
zone, like
so-
5 in the morning.
5
There's your
a.m.
esport,
EST.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's your esport. Like what?
On some like not even that many people follow Perp. I feel like I know he's like definitely
No.
one of the popular ones, but like he is not in my time zone at all. I never see him stream, and like he had 10,000 viewers at 5
I
a.m.
literally didn't know he
Eastern.
existed, man.
literally
Yeah.
the most dead of dead time zones, and there's 10,000 people watching.
Yeah, for like the small, one of the smaller, like Australia doesn't compare to like NA East, for example. Like,
Yeah, the NA stream, I bet it'll get like 30K. Like it'll get a
yeah,
ton.
it's like why don't
man.
they want that regularly, like once every 3 months or once every couple months or
It's
whatever?
just
I don't-
great advertisement, man. It's worth
Yeah,
the 1K
exactly.
Oh,
USD
easy.
or whatever it is they're giving out.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I mean, this is another topic that we're literally about to talk about. But Deadman mode, like, it doesn't
Oh.
make sense that they had it canceled for so long for how much
Yeah.
publicity it brings to the
It's
game.
gonna be. I'm really excited for this.
This
Deadman,
next tournament
honestly.
is going
Like
to be wild.
the storylines. I think you're gonna see a lot of resurrection of like
Dead
teams you don't
players,
even
yeah.
think about anymore. Players, yeah.
Wonder if we're going to see fools.
I think you
that's one of
will,
my-
for sure.
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, the
Like,
Corona
surely
Resurrection,
they've
man.
got something planned. There's
Maybe
no
they'll like
way.
merge with Blazers or something again. Didn't they do that in the past?
Yeah.
Maybe like
That's an alliance.
some of the like Fools people that are coming back will want to
Schools
play.
are closed. Yeah.
I think it's so much better. Like
They can
this
still have a
setup,
mini comeback.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
where from start to finish, like it's not disconnected. I hated how it was always like disconnected, where it's like, okay, now I'm just gonna fuck around and qualify, and then the real tournament is gonna happen in like a few weeks after.
Yeah, the seasonal part
Well,
was always
The whole
I don't know if I agree with that. The reset
Really?
is pretty. I don't know. Having 1 week to set up everything, I think is kind of cool. Now it's like a month. Like by the
Yeah.
end, everyone's going to be maxed, which I guess is
Min-max.
cool. But everyone will have like full max gear and everything, and there's no possibility of lockdowns. 12 worlds.
yeah.
I think lockdown stuff is really cool.
So how does
It's like a
the
shit ton of strategy to it.
how's the new tournament work? I heard it like lasts like a month or something. Is that like
So
the
it's-
qualifier?
It's a full month, and it's open to everyone.
Oh,
By
okay.
the end of 3 weeks, the last week starts, and it's the top 2K total players. Or it's the top 2K total level players.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
the last week, and then it's just one world.
I feel like it might
beyond
come
that.
down to like a sort of skilling competition at the end, then, man.
Well,
It's like everyone
no,
that's gonna want a
you
PK
would
at the
think
start,
that,
right?
But when you qualify for like, because it's usually from the seasonal into the last, like you have to be top 2K to play in the tournament from the seasonal.
Right.
And when you're qualifying for the seasonal, like you can smash it in under your protection time easily.
Yeah,
Like,
but I feel like
I smashed it by like 400 levels. Both
There's
times.
like you're playing, right, Alex? When are you gonna start actually like playing then? Like day one?
When the month starts, yeah, right away.
Yeah, I would.
You wanna rush things?
Yeah, for sure. Do you have
You don't wanna be
protection
trickling in at
at
the
the
end?
start?
Surely.
I don't know if they've done a dev blog on it yet. They're waiting to finish this 1v1 tournament first.
Yeah.
Before
I'm
they
excited
announce
for
it?
Deadman, dude. I love watching Deadman. All the streams,
Yeah.
it's like 247. There's always someone good live.
No, it's so much entertainment, and like on top of that, maybe we won't have 1K people in every single world
Oh
too, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Pog
Oh wait, but
champ.
don't they? No, because don't they take away worlds for Dead Man?
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll just add them now,
You-
man.
Yeah,
They might
but
add
Hopefully
them
they
now,
add them
though.
in.
I think so many people will go and play though, since it's just been gone for whatever amount of time.
That's
I
definitely
predict. I think we're gonna see like 200K players concurrently at some point during Deadman, honestly, which is like insane. to
maybe
think
at the
about.
start within the
Yeah.
first week.
I
Yeah,
can
in
see
that
that for
first
sure.
week,
What have we been at now? Like over 120?
Over
130?
150.
150.
I think we hit 160.
true. Yeah, man. Bro, we're hitting 150 on like just random weekdays. Like it's insane.
Yeah, but a weekday is the weekend
yeah,
for everyone.
Every day
Oh, yeah,
Friday,
good
bro.
point. Well,
I was a bunch of Friday Andes.
I don't know. Some people are.
Call me Little Friday.
I should be working right now, technically.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
you and everyone else.
Same.
Yeah, blind as well.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Oh,
You know what I
dude.
mean. I'm a coward. I'm running away.
Voiders.
Did you see that some streamers are like, well, this is like completely well, it's not completely unrelated, but like some streamers have stopped streaming so that they can like still claim the stimulus checks.
Yeah, to
Like
make themselves
Dangly did that,
eligible.
Yeah,
and
holy
it's. I mean, like when you get laid off and you don't have a job, and streaming counts as a job, and you can't collect the same amount of money. Like it makes
Well,
sense. It's just
yeah.
kind of unfortunate.
It's just not as reliable, I guess.
I
It's
mean, it's like
insane.
Well, the Canadian government has given us 2K, right? So he's not going to make that in
Yeah.
a month streaming.
No,
Why?
but I
He
mean,
does
like,
He has
really
like
well.
500 subs, doesn't he?
Well, I don't know. I think it's easier and more reliable for him to.
Yeah, he does really well.
Did on his
Twitch,
Stop
app
streaming.
instead. Yeah.
I mean, every Canadian should just apply, man. It's like a zero interest loan. They're just giving it out, asking questions later, right? You just have to
Yeah,
pay it back if you're not
that is
eligible.
okay, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my money, bro. It's coming soon. You're not getting the check, Alex.
I have some shit to handle first, and then I can apply.
Ricky, you get yours
I had
in
a
the mail.
tuition fumble.
Of course.
Nice. Fuck,
care
I'm the
of
only one here
business.
missing it. Tuition fumble, he says.
Well, no, because what happened is like I had this check coming in the mail for me to pay the tuition, and then it got sent to the wrong place, and then this whole thing boiled over, right? And now I'm just waiting for it to come to my home here,
Yeah. That's fair.
and then I'll be fine.
This
Because
whole
you
thing
can apply
happened.
for it late, so it's not a big deal.
I think
What are you talking about? What whole thing? Does this segue into our next question? I'm not sure.
Well,
Yeah, it
you know
does.
what I'm talking about. I'm sure everyone knows what I mean when I say this whole thing. You know, Everyday Friday,
It's true.
Freaky Friday movie night.
are we moving on to that question then, or no?
We could, yeah.
All right. So the next question is about COVID-19, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. How has coronavirus impacted your free time? How will you capitalize on this opportunity?
Capitalize.
I don't know who worded
Oh
that,
my
but that's pretty
God.
funny.
I will capitalize on this opportunity by obeying the government's rules and staying home like they told me to, and like I love doing. So, obviously, I don't know. I still have a job, but I was working like 300 hours a week, and now I'm not. So it's pretty kind of awesome, man. I don't know. Not the
Are you
death
sure
part.
there's 300 hours in a week? Are you sure about
Hang
that?
on.
It's
Right, then
overtime.
Let's
Don't wanna crunch
check.
It was at
numbers.
least
7.
200.
Damn,
feel like
so
there's
the,
at least
the
200,
record
man.
weeks are only like half of what we're
Wait, did you
able
add
to
the
see?
6
No,
hour?
did you see yours week, man? Like 220.
Right. Let's check the 6 hours.
It has
I
to be at
think
least
the
300
he
hours.
dropped like a 260 when he had the tickets as well.
Yeah, how do you do a 260? There's not 300 hours. Tell me, buddy.
Hey, bud.
He's
I'll
just
get
that
back to you.
good.
See, who has what? Ricky,
Yeah.
weren't you working as well or no? before?
Yeah, I'm like pretty limited now with everything going on. Like I was already remote as fuck in terms of work, but now it's just like ultra. So it's super easy. And then I mean, I think me and Alex are kind of in the same boat. Like we play the game quite a bit, but we also try to, go see the boys on the weekends and whatnot. And now that that's
Oh.
cut out, you pretty much get your Saturday nights back. So
Well, I
that's
moved
pretty big.
home too, and there's like nobody is in this town.
Yeah, so it's
Everyone is gone.
Jeez, man. You're freaking hunkered down with the family for an indefinite amount of time.
This whole thing is actually changing like how my account will go like a lot because of the thieving.
There it is. There it is.
The fucking thieving, bro. It's breaking me.
Yeah, you've lost the
Just
thieving.
wait, bro.
It's cause like, well, I'm so used. I normally like I go to school like I have to drive there 3 days a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or some shit. And then like the drive is like an hour there and then an hour back. So I like tap nights on my phone. So like I was like planning on getting a ton of thieving done, and then like all this shit is happening now. So I might actually have to swim. Like I don't know,
Nightmare.
cancer. Yeah.
There's a certain hardcore that's been doing a lot of pyramids, so maybe you could slide into a session with him.
Oh
let's
yeah,
go.
maybe.
Facts.
Yeah, he's an up and comer.
You think Bailey
Some
would
fat
ever
hours.
smell 0.7, man? No way. There's no way it would ever happen, man.
Bailey likes to live life at a comfortable 1.2 plus.
Yeah, well, but
Only.
Heiser, but actually playing the game.
Yeah, no, COVID, like, let me start by saying, it sucks that, like, people are dying, right? Like, you don't want to
Yeah,
see that.
obviously,
But
You don't
it's
I
like
like
think
to
that
see
goes
possibly,
without
that.
like,
saying.
Carry on,
possibly
carry on.
the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Like-
I'll
What a
piggyback off. Or sorry,
transition.
you can finish, Mikey.
I mean, like, I'm out of like a 4-year credit card hole, man, just randomly out of nowhere. Like, since I was 18, partying with the boys, like, it's gone, it's done, like, out of
Wiped,
debt.
clean
you know?
slate.
Let's
What?
go.
Playing Rooney with the boys, like, it's just, I
I'll
wouldn't have it any
piggyback-
other way.
I'll piggyback off that, man. Like I was I graduated last year, so I was not looking forward to working for the next 40 years of my life and then dying. So this is
I
Get
mean,
some
you could die a lot
neat
earlier
time
now.
back.
I could, yeah. I never thought I'd have a month like this again, so it's been amazing to say the least.
The return of Nick.
Yeah, man, this
Yeah.
is just crazy. I can't
How
believe.
motivating is it to see Nick on a 70 for real?
Woo!
110 played.
Yeah, 100 hours plus logged in a week, baby.
Yeah, the virus has definitely not changed anything at all for me.
Yeah.
Same old, gaming.
Business as usual.
It sucks for you, Blind. Everyone's
I'm
playing.
completely unhappy about it, honestly.
Yeah, people are gonna gain hours on me.
Yeah, people getting hours on
Rip.
you, exactly.
Yeah.
It levels the
Everyone's a
playing field
need.
for Blind.
Fuck.
I feel completely fucked over by it. If I'm honest, I was, actually doing well in school for one of the first times in my life.
Oh my god.
And then
Dude,
I get
I'm
completely
think of that.
derailed.
I'm the same. I
Alex-
literally had 3 A's. I was so fucking pissed.
Alexander's been looking forward to finding his groove in school for so long, and man, that's a giga bummer.
There's a pretty accurate meme that describes my feelings about it. I guess I can't really show it on the stream. Maybe I'll link it in the chat. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Like what Ook said.
China.
Yeah, this has a bit unexpected for me too. I wasn't really planning on playing this much anytime soon, but nice to hold off some dorks, to be
Here,
honest.
I'll post the meme. Yeah, I think this is gonna accelerate a lot of people's Twitter all pace though, by a lot.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
for sure. Yeah.
Especially if it lasts like a long time,
Well, I mean,
Imagine like
dude, if shit is like fucked for another year, which it can be.
yeah, everyone's gonna be on 4Ks.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
the norm.
They're saying there's no end to it. Like, the thing that's weird.
Well,
for me,
the end
too,
to it is a
like,
vaccine.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just
exactly.
secure.
So it's so long. Like most of the people who will start having to go back into society will be like working people too. Like everyone in school. I mean, it's still gonna be. You guys are probably still gonna be doing online classes because it's just safer, right? You
But
might
the
as well.
online classes are fucking
It's
so
awful.
awful.
You
I
don't
know.
learn anything. I'm like the kind that needs to be, front row pen and paper. I'm not learning
Yeah,
shit.
I'm
If
the
I,
same
if I
way.
take my laptop, I'm memeing all
Yeah,
class.
fuck that, man.
around,
Pen and
yeah.
paper
Literally
gang.
just straight fire memes all
Yeah.
class. In the
I mean-
back row, of course.
You pay for the tuition to have the experience and the environment too, right? You can't
Yeah.
get that at home.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
wanna
I'm not
I don't want to pay
paying-
for tuition to learn nothing.
It's even
Is there
worse
a lot
for
of,
Americans, man. We're paying like 20K for fucking
Yeah.
online bullshit, and
Yeah,
I'm
you guys are going into lifelong.
Might
debt
as
for
well
this
just go to
shit.
Khan Academy, man.
Might as well
like,
hit Wikipedia.
it's so awful. Like,
Jeez.
and my school's
Are
so
they-
strict on the testing and shit as well. Like, we have to like put a webcam up and like fucking record ourselves taking the test. It's so AIDS. I hate it.
Look what
Like,
also just said
awful.
in the chat.
There you go. That's it. Literally blind.
I
as
think he's
well.
talking to you, Blind.
What's it called? Are most of your guys' classes not doing like online lectures though? Like
Yeah,
where they
I actually don't mind the online lectures.
Yeah,
I,
wouldn't
like
that
I've attended them all, and it's pretty entertaining because I can just literally play RuneScape like normal, and
Yeah.
then just
For-
like,
I mean,
pause for a sec, write it down.
For
in,
me,
like,
that would be the same
Word or
thing,
whatever.
right? As going in person. For me, at least. Like,
It's similar, but
Yeah,
like
for some people it's fine.
yeah, it's fine for me. But like the testing is what pisses me
Yeah,
off,
man.
Like the testing sucks.
And there's a lot of what's it called, incentive to not really learn that much because they're doing a lot of like pass fail stuff, like
Yeah, all that.
everything's dumbed down as well.
Yeah.
Like you're not. That's a good point, actually. The lectures I feel like are kind of fine, but like the structure of the classes really doesn't work.
I was hoping we'd get like a refund or something for some of our tuition because
You
I know
probably can.
for
if
my
you
Yeah.
school,
apply for
like
it.
I know all the teachers will say like they'll be like, oh, like your tutoring or whatever, like all the tutors are free here because it's included in the tuition. Like if you're falling behind, like you need to go see them because it's included in your bill. You're already paying for it, so you might as well make use of it, And like if I can't use that stuff, then I should be
Yeah.
refunded
Fuck.
for it, right?
I don't know. On the another point though, would you guys rather, if everything keeps going, would you guys rather enroll in the next semester or defer a semester? Because I don't like maybe it's better just to do it just to have something to do as well,
I
right?
think that I will do it only because of how long I've already deferred. I
like you can do
feel
a
pretty
couple
forced
options and
into
shit,
it.
right? Or
What
something.
do you mean? Like take
Like
a
some
couple of them.
electives, like lesser important classes, maybe.
Yeah,
That's what I
but
was gonna do. Like just take.
I pretty much
think I have
only
like
have
4
that
easy ones
left
left.
anyway.
Oh, gee, yeah. Okay.
Like most of my core classes are done.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I don't know about fucking. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, just take fucking Greek
Mythology.
poetry, man, shit like that.
There's a class actually that I've been interested in since my first year. That was some shit about witchcraft.
Now's your time to shine, baby.
Nice.
I don't even understand. Like when I was in uni, I did fucking math and CS, and I don't even understand how you could do like the high level math courses online.
Yeah. What?
And
Fires is doing like senior level fucking computer science shit at his
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
I
Bars
could
is
never
lucky 'cause
learn
I think,
that.
Like,
I think
for me personally, when I was in university, like I took so much advantage of the office hours that the professors had, and like that's just not a thing now, I guess.
No, they
or
stream
You
them.
can call
They
your
stream them now.
professor.
you can
So
call, you can hit him
fucking
up on the
weird,
phone.
man.
They
No, you get
stream
them
the
on
office hours on
Discord.
Zoom for me. It's like every day. They have to like
You
go
have the
live
screen
for like
share with
2
you, bro.
days. Yeah. It's like literally just hopping in Discord with your teacher pretty much for office hours now.
Then you go
Jeez.
live. Oh, sorry, Beast. That's my RuneScape. Here's my.
Wrong
my-
Hold on, let me mute my mic, Beast. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does kind of suck, but
I think there's a lot of funny memes about like the Zoom courses already.
yeah, man, holy.
I feel like the normies will struggle with this more because like think about like the just
Mhm.
random kids that only have like a MacBook and they're like trying to like write notes, watch Zoom, like
Yeah, whoa.
all that shit all at once on one
Multitask.
fucking little
That's a good
baby
point.
screen.
Yeah, we got
That
the
would
double
suck.
monitors.
Yeah, we got the fucking
Everything's
battle
so
The
station.
easy.
light up your board.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how the normies do it. Like every time I've done schoolwork, I always got like my spreadsheet on one page, like the assignment on
Yeah,
the
I'm
other.
the same way.
I always got like both monitors, like even without RuneScape, like nearly filled to the brim. Like, how the hell do these MacBook demons do this?
I don't know.
Ask
man,
Seth. He's fluent in Mac, but
Oh yeah, I think he does all his
Professional.
schoolwork
He
on
still
there.
games on one monitor, dude.
Yeah. Oh
What?
yeah, fuck man.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
I don't know.
yeah, Swift has a good point when he says, "Can we talk about the video game?" I guess this is actually,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're
we're
RuneScape
talking
talking
about
about life too
podcast.
much.
We can move on.
All right. So the next question is, what are your opinions on how many hours the skilling / tournament all play style involves? This also
Oh,
implies pet hunting PVM for Ricky. Do you think it is ultimately worth it in the end?
I didn't
This
see
is
this
always
question.
something that's going to be subjective. What you find worth it, someone else. Like it is a ridiculous number of hours at the end of the day.
I mean, I personally like I'm in university at the moment, so like I'm not really like I would if I weren't playing this game and like going for tournament law, I'd literally just be like watching TV or just trolling or something IRL. So like it's not really a waste of time for me, but like someone that might be like putting their like real life on pause or something to play, like yeah, that might not be worth it. But
Yeah.
for like a university student or maybe someone working that comes home and like plays in their free time, like yeah, I don't really think that's a problem. It's just a hobby, and if you enjoy it, it's fine, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it makes. I don't know if this is a good way to say it, but it made school so like not easy for me, but like just like I guess enjoyable. I don't know. Like I did almost all my whole degree like playing the game, and then like coming home and playing, and like balancing schoolwork and everything. Like I don't know. It's just like you said, it's a good hobby to do when you get home rather than just watching TV. Like oh, I gotta motivate myself, power through this assignment so I can play some
Yeah,
Rooney. You know,
I'm the same way. Like I don't think I've ever like sold school short because of the game. Like I've only enhanced
yeah.
my grades because of playing. Like
Yep, I mean literally exactly the same for me. My first semester I didn't play first and second semester I didn't play Rooney, and then my grades only went up as I started playing somehow. So
yeah, like my grades went up when I started skilling as well. Like whenever I was a PVMer, I would just stay up all night, like all the time, and like just like blow off class all the time. And whenever I started skilling, like I just wanted to go to class to get that fucking thieving XP, so I just never missed
Yeah.
class ever.
it's so easy to get your work done and your assignments done when you're playing the game, man. Like it's so
Yeah.
easy to say like let me do this 0.5, let me do this AFK method and do my homework, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah, for sure.
you're never gonna put off anything because you're gonna be at the PC and then you're gonna be like, hey, I gotta do this. So I don't know. But also I want to say as someone who's taken quite a few step backs from the game, I don't know. I've never regretted playing. Like I don't know how like you can actively do something and then like look back at it and say like, oh man, I should have done something else with these 10,000 hours of RuneScape. Like I don't know.
Man,
Like
I really should have watched Netflix instead.
Yeah, I would have done something else if I wanted to.
Whole
Like,
Play another
Netflix
game.
library.
yeah, it's just.
I mean, I think ultimately, like, time enjoyed is not time wasted, and people
Exactly.
are so
Yeah.
easy to forget that. Like,
Mhm.
okay, whether you go and fucking hang out with your buddies or you're playing this game, like,
Yeah.
not really a big deal.
Like,
Obviously, you're not expected with like 200 mil all or all pets to just smash it out in one take. Like, very few people do that. It's several years you're looking at in terms of a grind as a whole. So
Yeah, and I think almost all of us, maybe one person, no, have been like working alongside with this RuneScape goal with like a bunch of different IRL stuff, right? So it's
exactly.
none of us, or most of us, are not just dropping everything for Rooney, right?
Just
Or
at me, bro.
I'm not trying to talk shit. It's just like there's a lot of responsible young men in here, I should say, that like I graduate, I must have like what, like 16, 17K hours played, something like that, and I literally graduated a year ago. I already started working
He's
full time.
did this whole thing just to flex that.
No. Like I'm trying to, same with Bailey. He's doing his school. He's doing his tutor Malal. Same with Alex. He'll finish his school eventually. I'm 100% sure.
One of these days.
I'm not.
Maybe by the time I'm 40.
I'm not talking shit, but like, like for you, Alex, like I don't know. It always felt for me like it wasn't really anything to do with the game. Like if you weren't like going to school, right?
The only thing that I will say about like, whether it's worth it or not is that I feel like there are opportunities that everyone will miss
Yeah.
due to it. Maybe I don't hang out with my friends as much as I did before, or maybe like I'm not playing games with them. So I feel like especially right now, like they're like perma in Discord shooting people on Counter-Strike, and I can't really afford to be doing that right now.
That's actually no cap saying, bro. I see them log into Steam all the day playing CS:GO.
Yeah, I might take some time to play a little soon because I don't know. You don't want to be avoiding that kind of thing, and that's one thing that I feel like a lot of people would come to regret eventually is not spending time with
burning the bridges,
real life friends, because a lot of people straight up have just burned those bridges for this game, and that's something that you will come to regret. And is it ultimately worth it? That's up to you. That's subjective, but you have to formulate your own opinion on that.
Oh, Mikey has a good story, a good perspective on this.
I mean, I show up like to my friends like once every few months. They know I just go MIA. They're just like fine with it, right? You just gotta be open with what you're doing. Like I don't want to hang out all the fucking time, kind of thing. But
yeah,
they're all cool when I come back. They're like, yeah, we missed you, man. And like, just like tell them like, I'm going MIA again, get a game.
Well, you gotta tell Mikey, you guys are degens and a bad influence on me. I'm gonna play RuneScape instead.
Yeah, actually, because my life's actually like quite a bit better when I play RuneScape, like compared to where I used to live. Just like, not like such like a degenerate, pretty much. Yeah.
Good, man.
All right, are we ready to move on? I really like this next question.
Oh, hold on. Wait, you guys want to touch on women for a sec or no?
What?
Yeah, look at Dan
Everyone here is a virgin.
in the chat. No troll, but relationships like love life. What do you think of that? Have you guys given up any potential women?
Fuck no, I'm ugly and a virgin.
Yeah,
Me too.
I definitely would be having lots of sex if I were not playing this game, but sacrifices need to be made.
I
That's
only
what it
lost
is.
like one girl, so I'm good. A study partner.
I think the whole relationship thing, if you look at now deceased friend of ours, Jared C, rest in peace. It's just not the way to go with this game. I mean,
Rest in peace. He really had to die, man.
Dead relationship.
shit, dead computer, dead everything. Career.
Poor guy.
But yeah, I mean,
If you're hearing this, Jared, come back.
there's people out there who do it. Yonix being probably my closest friend who face tanks through the relationship, and it just sounds, quite frankly, dreadful.
Yeah, it's
Everyone who plays with a relationship hates it, man.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
Oh, sorry. I'm generalizing. A lot of
Most.
people complain a lot about it.
I think Randalicious is pretty happy.
Yeah, definitely. Wasby as well, a famous serial girlfriend.
Wasby is not happy.
Wasby no
but
longer.
she's
Wasby
also
no-
banned, so he's
Say
happy
yo.
now.
Been the GF for real. I think AJ's fairly happy with
Yeah, I
this.
was gonna
yeah.
say AJ.
I don't think that AJ has that one thing that feels happiness.
Yeah,
He
He's just missing it from his brain.
His emotions don't.
He definitely doesn't have that emotion.
AJ's an anomaly, man, and he always will be, always has been.
I love how he found a... Oh, actually, I don't want to get banned on Twitch. I love how
I think posting Birdman makes him happy.
Wouldn't it make you happy too?
I think he found an equal life partner.
It, man. I like it every time.
But yeah, we can move on now. Sorry, I just want to touch on the women.
Alright, sorry. I didn't
Or the
have the
dudes,
chat
man.
open, so...
Alright.
By the way, we will touch on chat questions at the end.
Yeah. Alright, so what were you working on roughly 1 year ago? Or what were you working towards?
I had just started fishing, I think. I was like 40 or 50 mil. And that was like a pretty big grind for me.
Yeah, I was actually fishing as well. I think I was like coming towards the end of my fishing at this time. Like I did 100 mil at Barb, and I just stopped fishing because of the crystal harpoon. I was like terrified of that devaluing it. That was back when I was like really scared of like devaluing it back then when I was a really new player, like 4K up or some shit. Like really terrified of like anything I did. I was scared of it like getting devalued. I didn't want to do anything hard because of like I was just scared like, oh, if I do like, let's say I do like 100 mil mining, like what if they come out with like super duper VM? Yeah, like then it's like 150k, 150k. You can do it on your phone in class, and then I just like broke my wrist for no reason.
Yeah.
I eventually like grew out of that.
The whole 2-tick thing's been creeping up, man. Like just been getting better and better over the years, and then Crystal Harpoon made it actually like good now.
Yeah.
I think I was chopping redwoods a year ago, so nothing too.
DFO.
Yeah, I was working towards 200 mil wood cutting through Dungeon Fighter Online and redwoods, so you know.
Dungeon Explorer, man.
Yeah, Dungeon Explorer, as they say. So nothing too interesting for me. Were you playing, Mikey?
Back a year ago, yeah, like exactly a year ago. It was like I was just finishing up Hunter, like in April, yeah, like literally just finishing it.
You're working on the Hunter mode.
Spankage.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I think for me a year ago, I mean, I was a pretty big fucking casual, if I'm being honest. I think I was struggling to max. Bailey remembers that. I'd kind of have like a week or two of inspiration and then have these micro burnouts, and it forced me to take a lot longer than it should have. And
yeah, I feel like after I did like crafting and we did all the top together, you really like that was like a turning point for you and me.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, did you just do the typical like PVM in between maxing or whatever? Like you were like PVM too much to max?
You just kind of played for fun, I think.
Oh, just playing for fun.
Just in general.
Around. Like, yeah, just random sporadic moments of PVM and then burnout and then skill, and it just got to the point where I was like, all right, I saw people around me maxing. Like Yonix for me was a big inspiration, seeing him smash it out, and I was like, all right, fuck this, I'm just gonna finish this shit. And I guess once I finally finished, I was like, well, as a PVMer, I have kind of two roads to go down. It's burn out permanently or try to pick up like a long-term goal. So that was kind of pets for me. Just, I'll pick that up.
Proud father of how many now?
36.
Not bad.
Let's go.
Not bad. Yeah. Not bad at all.
Fastest to all pets, no cap.
Why is I gonna...
Alright, Dumbfounded, what were you doing?
Yeah, Dumbfounded?
Slayer. Which will probably, always be my peak. I don't see myself doing better than I did with Slayer as a whole.
What about fishing? You smashed fishing and cooking.
Yeah, but I did do... I at one point had the week record and the day record, like at different points, obviously. So
yeah.
I think that's pretty good, even though they both did get crushed, especially the week, which got stomped, then stomped, then stomped.
Yeah. Kind of really drives in.
Triple stomp.
Literally back 3 back. Which, I mean, I had 200 points. I'm not going to pull the excuse, but I could have done a lot better if I didn't. No cap, I killed more steel dragons than Carrie killed necreals.
I'll just say, man, fuck the points users in Slayer weeks, man. Fuck Slayer weeks.
I mean, you have to have a cushion of points, though, because otherwise you end up doing bullshit like steel dragons. Okay, the water fiends was when I was like I think it's
So
like
close.
199.8 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's
With
one
the
of the most
Elder
cursed
Mall.
images.
trying to-
That
he's
was
trying to
so
spend the
funny.
points.
Well, I knew, right, that Crush was popular for water fiends because back in the day people used the chaotic mall for like getting crimson charms, I think, right?
Yeah,
Brought the
yeah.
chaotic
And
Mall
I was like, well, I should try the cudgel. I bought the cudgel and it was dog shit, so I bought the Elder Mall, and I was just out there
The what?
whiling.
Surely
cudgel?
Bludgeon is better.
Oh, Bludgeon. I forgot that
I
shit
didn't,
even
I didn't
existed.
even, I didn't
Awesome.
even
Oh, the
think about
bludgeon
the
exists!
bludgeon.
No way!
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I swear I told you. to
Elder
buy
Mall
one.
is way cooler though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Elder
at the end of the day, I
Gangster,
probably
bro.
should have just used the rapier.
Did you hit any
Well, I can't
70s,
remember.
bro?
bro.
Was I even using the rapier then? I think I had whip and scythe.
I think
that
they
was
have
the
like
combo
really
that I
high
had.
def or something. I don't know.
Probably one of the only people to use whip and scythe as my two weapons.
Whip and scythe.
Yeah, because the rapier was not worth the price.
Pretty
I
chad.
see.
Capap.
Because you're spec transferring anyway. Just seems kind of pointless to have the rapier when it's like 100 mil capital tied up.
A lot of capital.
200
I mean,
mil.
it's not.
Whoa. I should buy one. They went down, bro. I can finally afford one again.
Oh, you're not done melees?
I have 20 mil def left. That's it.
You should just go fucking chuck
Just
some bursts
chin
at
that.
monkeys.
Oh,
Oh
chin it.
man,
No,
I'm not
burst
gonna-
it.
Dude,
No, by
chin the
20
def.
mil-
You will thank yourself.
bro.
in the
By
future.
20 mil, I mean I have 30 mil def XP right now.
Yeah, just chin it all.
No.
Whatever
Literally,
tempo
go-
says,
for
go,
sure.
go burst it, RN. and
Chinning
think
is fucking
magic.
pog champ, dude.
I'm
I'm
a
telling
geek.
you.
You guys are actually fried out of your mind, man.
Coming from King
Alright.
Fried himself.
I don't do drugs.
Ook says Blind's still talking about Slayer 3 years later. Well,
Yeah, bro.
Ook not done at Gather is still 3 years later.
Ooh, pwned.
I mean, to be fair, man, like
Get to it, buddy.
Slayer will always be your favorite skill, right? Blind.
I think I liked Hunter more.
Let it go, man.
Hunter's
Slayer-
the go,
Hunter's
dude.
so good. It's everything about it, except for getting ragged. It's so
I
good.
literally
cares,
played
dude?
every different Hunter meta over the years.
Yeah, weird flex, man. 4 years for General Hunter.
I mean, yeah, but it's
you took longer
unique.
with Hunter than I took for fishing.
That's fine.
Hunter
I mean,
is
what do you want me to
fucking
say?
epic, dude.
Congrats, I guess.
If you're like a new player or you don't have Hunter done, grow up and do it. Literally.
Right.
Yeah, if you're a new player,
2
word,
bill in the
word.
bank.
Hunter
dude.
is like the number one macro decision you can make for a freshly
Yep.
maxed account.
Especially now, bro. Like it's freaking like 250,
Well,
260.
I don't
like
know. You should have done it before the Michael Wave came out.
the microwave. The Mikhail wave.
People just straight up are getting fried by that
Getting
staff, man.
animated.
Oh,
Yeah.
and now they're adding VLS unpulled as well.
Poggers.
Oh, we should
I
talk about
was
that.
okay, so I was actually looking for that on the website last night when I was drafting up the questions because I remember we talked about it and I saw Swamplalytics tweet about it as well. And-
Swampletetics.
And I couldn't find it on the page. Maybe I
it
wasn't
was
looking
in
at the
Mar- it
right
was in March.
poll.
It's already
Oh.
like pushed down far enough. Like you won't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be pulled. When did they decide that it was not a polling thing?
Recently.
I don't know. They already pulled it the one time and it failed.
It's
Why did
failed
they
like
They've
four
pulled
times.
VLS like 5 times, man.
Yeah. The one
Ma-
time was more recent, I guess.
Don't worry, we're getting Divine on Polled next.
Let's go,
Pogged.
dude. I'm not a PKer, but like, why would adding like VLS or like just like a good spec weapon like solve anything?
Oh, did you? Speaking of that,
VLS
though,
is
did you see
epic,
Brad
but-
Leddick's big pwn on the replies?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that.
big net.
Dude,
Fucking 80 like Andy Pwned.
You know what, dude? Fuck Swampletics, man. I didn't know they added in all that shit for him, man. I'm gonna be
All
abstaining from
that
this
shit.
series.
To be fair, it is just a.
He's
I
a
can
cheater,
see,
man.
Like, but
Red
I
dye?
also think that it's not
Net?
entirely fair for him to cry about unpulled content when his whole series revolves around it.
yeah.
What is he gonna have a VLS for Tob now?
No, but how do you think you would have done Tob without the lucky imp shit?
Yeah,
And that's a whole
Put
other
Wilderness
thing.
to
Scouting
Mauritania.
imps, like what is?
I mean, I
don't
guess
know.
he would have just ended the series. That's a good point. I don't know. But yeah, like actually, like, what is the VLS? Does it solve anything? Do you guys think? Am I missing
Yeah, but
something? here?
Minolinsky, the net hooked him up, did it not?
Yes.
That was so he could do Hunter.
I think
so
he got
could
the
do
red
Chin.
dye now too, right?
Yeah, he did.
The what?
It's like a red dye that he needed for Ghost
Yeah.
Ahoy. Or... I didn't watch that full
Yeah.
video.
Rum deal
but
or whatever. Or Ghost Ahoy, yeah.
it
Or
like,
maybe
it-
Rum deal.
it's like a
I don't know.
spawn now in the new city or some shit. I don't know. I don't really care about that.
Yeah, who cares, honestly?
But does anyone know about the like adding in the VLS? Does that help
Yeah,
a
is
lot?
it like good for PvP actually?
It
It
is
spanks.
very good.
I mean, it can
That
hit
is
like
like a
80s,
one-handed
right?
AGS, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, but like
No,
what
I
is,
mean like
can't
PvP
hit
as a
80s.
whole, not
Yeah,
like
what does it
music.
Yeah,
add
it's really
into
good
the-
for PvP. It's a
No, its
great
max
weapon.
is like nearly 80.
I mean, if
with
you-
a
if you-
Vernic.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't seen it in full max gear because it's never been in a situation where
yeah.
you can actually have full
Like if you
max gear.
barrage VLS Gmaul, that is
So
going to
the
be
thing
insanely
with
accurate.
the VLS is that it's super accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get the defender, so it's just like really
is it
busted.
50% spec?
No,
25.
Oh, so
it's
you
not
can't
20.
Gmaul then.
It might be.
Or
They may
It
change.
is okay, so it's
Something-
25 typically, but it's going to be 50. I'm pretty sure when it.
Oh, so
actually
you can
gets
still
added.
Gmaul with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Holy.
The Gmaul
You
is not
don't
gonna
you
be-
don't really need to, considering you can just smoke them
literally-
and then
you-
smoke
yeah.
them again before they can heal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
Right
Well,
through
yeah,
prayer,
VLS,
too.
well.
Does
Like,
the
you-
spec always hit a minimum like dark bow or something?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure,
No,
but that
that
shit
would
is
be
cash.
broken.
I
The
love that
accuracy-
weapon.
I know Jamal like put it into a DPS calculator, and like the spec against like maximum defense like you can get is like 70% accurate. Like Justicar,
Oh.
LE, Hostile, like all that bullshit. Like
That's insane.
it is like
shreds
70%.
that setup.
Yeah, it just melts it, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna be parking myself at private chins forever. Let's go,
I mean, if
baby.
they,
You're
like-
already gonna do that anyways.
Yeah.
If they barrage and then double VLS you, they can probably kill you. Like if they hit high enough with the first spec.
It's 5 tick, right?
I
Wait, what's
think
more
so, yeah.
broken? Like against like skillers, I guess, like the microwave or the VLS?
Definitely VLS.
Probably
Like,
VLS.
is the
The
microwave
thing-
like?
The
Is
thing
that how
with
broken it is?
volatile-
That it's way better than the microwave?
Ball splashes too much on our
Ball
setups.
is just like mage is inherently inaccurate, especially with the hunter setup.
Oh.
But it's
you have
more
Hollow
like
Mage
the
though?
potential. Like you can just hit an 80, and if you hit an 80, I mean,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean-
being focused.
A lot of people say like the only way you can really die in a lot of situations is if you get chanced, right? So
Exactly.
if the microwave can chance you, that's okay. That makes sense to me then.
Anyways,
Yep. Moving on.
Alright,
Uh,
so the next question is about biggest strength, biggest weakness. Some examples could be like inconsistency, lack of engagement in the community. How will you improve on your weakness moving forward?
I guess I could start with this, and that it's, historically that my strength has always been consistency, but I feel like it has been a weakness of mine recently. I don't know why, even.
Disagree.
I feel like you disagree with that?
Yeah.
Would you like to explain why?
I mean, no. Look at the year. I don't know. When the hell is your year drop below like 3 point something?
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
it's lately, so it's just falling, right?
Nah, you're good, man. You just gotta keep it going, man. Like there's just waves, you know. You're feeling a little down right now. I think
Waves?
you can
Should I
just.
take off the do-rag?
I think if you're feeling a little down
Wave
right
check.
now, you can. I don't know. You can push through it, and you'll just get back to bigger months eventually.
Right. We'll see. I don't know. It just feels like I've had more downs than ups lately in terms of weeks. And maybe that was because of school initially, but I haven't been able to fix it since afterwards. I'd be sleeping too much.
don't even-
The rectangle is my weakness right now, I guess.
Yup.
The rectangle?
The bed.
Oh, the snoozing.
Yeah, the naps are brutal.
Anyone else with no
Swift
weaknesses?
saying weirdo.
I don't think I have a weakness. A pretty good
Red
micro.
Red chin, Andy.
I can make a lot of money, man. Like I'm a beast at making money. Bro,
Psych.
we could have a whole podcast just listing off my weaknesses, man.
Wow.
Let's say that.
Let's do it right now.
I don't. Okay, let's go. You ready? You ready? I don't log in. I don't make money. I mean that's pretty much it, right?
Your alts are what, 43 prayer piece?
Yeah, I
That
have 2
doesn't
alts
help.
with 42 player. My second best alt has 5 stats on the high scores.
Do any of your alts have fire capes, or is that in
No,
progress?
I haven't done a
Okay.
fire cape since 2016.
Yep.
Uh,
And I will never
Anyways.
do the fire cape on my alt, man. That's way too scary. I don't want to relearn that shit, man. Let me think what else. I don't know. What would be a strength of mine? That's a tough one. I can do gatherers, I guess. Kind of.
Micro.
Okay, my
When
good.
you
good.
have
Oh, there you
free,
go.
bro.
Good. long term, I think I'm really good at weekly
Mental
micro.
strength.
Hmm?
Give some mental strength.
Mental
like,
fortitude.
Yeah,
mental
fortitude.
fortitude.
AKA autism.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
stare at screen with music. That's pretty good. I like
long
that.
hours.
Yeah.
Impressive.
That's the biggest strength you can have, pretty much.
Oh, thanks, man. Like, I think consistency might actually be the biggest strength.
Well, yeah, those go hand in hand, though, I think.
Remember consistency and persistency.
Oh, my favorite players.
The boys, the gangnam.
I don't know, Bailey. You got a lot of strengths. You want to talk about them?
Yeah, I'd say my strengths are probably like money making and consistency.
And-
I would not say that. I would say your strength is playing shift time
Yeah.
more than anyone else.
My weaknesses, I'd say like whenever I have like a test coming up or like anything important, I just kind of like burn out for like 2 days. Like I'll just like troll and sleep and like shower like 4 times a day because I'm just bored as
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
and
yeah.
scared.
Fucking hate that shit, man.
I'm like
Scared.
I'm terrified of tests, man. I hate them. I feel like
Okay.
no matter how much I study, I just feel like there's always that one chance where I'm just gonna get like butt fucked and get
Oh.
like a
I thought you
15
meant like
out of 100.
procrastinating because
No,
whenever I
I
had, like,
always
a-
study. Like I've done really well
okay,
about
okay.
that. I just always feel underprepared when I like know like if I like go through everything and be like, okay, what do I need to study? And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm already studied up. Like I've went over everything, but I'm still have that like fear of like, oh, like if I take the test, I might just flunk it for no reason.
That's fair. For me, actually, with school, I always had the issue with like if I had to study like 6 hours for a test, usually I'd waste like 12 hours in total because like fucking screwing around on the interwebs and just not wanting to study.
Blind.
My biggest strength is probably just consistency. Yeah, playing long hours, like that kind of thing. My weaknesses, I don't know. I just fuck around a lot, like Twitter, Discord, that kind of thing. But
Bro, you made your weaknesses go away, man. That's fucking beast.
what do you mean?
Well, I don't know. You just fucking as soon as you had one little point of conflict with
Oh
fishing, you
yeah,
just
I guess
smashed through it
that
eventually.
would be the big thing. I did have some hand issues early on with fishing, but got past that and did some gathering XP. Hopefully, won't have too much issue with mining, but
Doesn't look like it.
there's always agility there.
Yeah.
You mean mining agility?
I feel like you have really good micro too, blind. I feel like
Yeah.
you've-
Yeah, I do enjoy like trying to get better at skills a lot. I find it pretty rewarding to just like do a really good
Mhm.
hour.
Yeah.
Just like push it further until you can't get any better.
Like for me, I came back and I was kind of like, well, I guess blind has no weaknesses now. Like that's
I
one
don't
of
know
the
about
first things I
that.
thought. Like, I don't know, looking pretty good now. Bees and Ricky, you guys got something to say?
I guess I'm like
Go ahead.
pretty good at like setting quotas. I'm a big quota gamer. Like if I feel like shit one day, like I'm getting that quota no matter what, But like
Nice.
sometimes like I'll smash it like early and I'll have like, 4 hours, like I'm not even tired and I'll just like stop playing because I hit my quota kind of thing. Or like I could
yeah.
easily get a few more app, right?
Yeah.
So I can
It's,
work on that and just consistency work on, I think. It's like I haven't really strung a year together yet.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. It seems like a lot of people who PVM a lot, like, I don't know if they're scared or if they just don't enjoy playing a lot of alts. But ever since meeting Jamal and just seeing the way he like plays the game when he actually cares, like that kind of inspired me. And I think I've just kind of trained myself to like not worry if a method involves 3 or 4 alts and just like kind of grinding through it. The one thing being like it's just so hard to power through dry streaks. Like it's just not a thing for people who skill. Whereas for me, like
yeah,
you
man.
just have to be mentally prepared almost to just be like, yeah, I could be here for the next like 2, 3, 4 months just because it's so many hours involved. I guess weaknesses like I really dislike team content because you have to just relying on people and like asking people. Like Nightmare was kind of the perfect example for me. Like you I couldn't do the content without at least 3 other people, and it just got to the point where it was so dead that it was like essentially begging people to do it. So
Did you get the pet?
I
Oh,
did
nice.
eventually. But yeah, there's like a definitely like a few day long period where I was like, yeah, I can't be fucked doing this because like just begging people to even come play the video game was just too much for me. Like it's just so unenjoyable that I just burned out from that and went and fucked off and did something else. But I mean, I guess everyone could say consistency. Like there's so many hours in the day, you can always be trying to do something to help your account. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I can't be fucked, even if it's like just cutting redwoods.
I feel like it's so much easier with PVM to slack off too, man. Like
Yeah, for sure.
Like, we can just-
Especially for me, like now things are dwindling down. I'm running out of things to do. Like pretty much once I'm done redwoods, there's nothing I can even do on the phone. That was not the case even a few
oh,
months
like
ago.
redwoods for beaver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy to look on Temple and see that you only played 8 hours, but I think for PVM it's a lot harder to stay motivated, especially when you have like the dry streaks, like you said.
Kind of feel like you're moving in quicksand sometimes, I guess, or whatever that shit is where you
Exactly.
can't move.
Oh, yeah.
I guess and like driving in mud. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Quicksand is fine.
Running in water.
That made perfect sense.
What is it? Walking on a, I don't know.
Running on a treadmill. That's what
Yeah,
it feels
yeah.
like.
Walking on
Like walking on a
sunshine.
treadmill. There you go. Whatever it's called. I feel like there's an expression we're missing here.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel like it's only missing because it was overcomplicated
Let me
in your
think.
own brains.
Running. Wow.
All right. Anyways, so when do you
Anyway.
guys think top 25 will be closed, and who do you think will be the first to 4.6 and all pets?
Ooh,
If
I like
anyone.
the last part.
Maybe we've yet to see this specific person get either.
Holy freaking! Like, I mean, even looking at the leaderboards now, like rank 30 is still like 10k up, so I think there's quite a while left still. Like I think Alex, you were saying like end of the year ish, like start of next year was your goal.
Yeah.
So that's like fifth. That's like
Oh, I ain't hunting pets. Don't talk about me.
no. I mean for the first part of the question. For the first part of the
top-ish filling.
question. Yeah, top age filling. Like I'm looking
Right.
at this and like I feel like we got at least what 2 more years, maybe.
2 years,
I'd
probably.
say
Yeah.
over 2.
Probably
Bit,
2 and
yeah,
a
a
bit.
bit over 2. You got to think some of these people are still gonna burn too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
Yeah,
saying.
more slowed down a lot because they
Yeah.
left skills they didn't like for last.
Or they'll just graduate uni, like stuff like that.
Maybe like 2.5. I think would be 2.5 to 3 would be a safe guess.
Yeah, definitely like 2022 though.
Ending of 2022. Yeah.
Seeing the pets plus tuna all is gonna be interesting. Like,
Yeah,
I
man, that's
definitely
gonna
think
be...
there's no chance it's gonna be anyone who does the pets first. It's just like not a thing.
Yeah, no.
Especially
has to be
like,
skiller.
the trend we've seen with people who finish all pets. Like, I think everyone except 2 people so far of whatever it's been 7 or 8 have ended up being unlucky, and I think that makes the people once they finish the goal, like the last thing they want to do is sign up for another 15,000
Yeah.
hours.
Nice.
So-
I did 1/3 of the full goal now. Let's go.
Most of those people
Yeah,
don't fuck
exactly.
with skilling anyway. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
they're just PVMers really. Not
Because
really.
the skillers, like, I don't know, post to like I know Sean obviously is a bit different, but I feel like there's a lot of us that would finish and like enjoy like a lot of aspects of pet hunting, right?
Yeah, I guess Vior is like always someone you have to think about because his ability to play the game is ridiculous, and like he's definitely expressed interest in at least doing some form of PVM after finishing. I guess it depends if he like really starts to enjoy the Iron Man that he's been playing.
Yeah.
I mean, Hayjace is the most obvious answer, but
Yeah.
at
I
the
was gonna
same
say.
time, like he just fucks around with the completionist stuff so hard that
Yeah.
just he doesn't
Someone could
play
beat
enough
him,
to.
yeah.
There's so many people that could just come in, swoop in, and beat him because he's like gonna be busy grinding some bullshit jar that is like 1 in 10k. Like, dude, you want to do completionist and like what you're gonna go? He's gonna have to like. I don't think he banked his totems for 200 mil.
No, he didn't
Slayer,
even.
did
The
he?
catacombs weren't
No,
out.
it
Beast.
wasn't
Yeah,
out.
it wasn't even a
He
thing.
did melee.
Exactly. So he's gonna have to run back like nearly 200 mil Slayer.
Bro, he
Like,
started
how
his
does that
streaming
work?
career with Prosy Top V Skirt at Sukwas.
Yeah.
The fit.
Yeah. I feel like maybe it's just gonna be freaking Bailey, man. I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
think of anyone else.
Did you mention Dead Wilson?
Oh Oh.
I was gonna say
Yeah, he's a
Scott and Tom could
sleeper.
definitely
Yeah.
play. Like I know Tom has already shown signs of like that he definitely wants to keep playing the game. I don't know like how heavy he'll like hunt pets, but I know he'll definitely do some PKing. I feel like Vior will probably want to PK some too. I don't know. It just depends like how serious they want to keep taking the game. Like Vior's been playing the game like seriously for like what like 7 years now, dude.
Bro, he has like
Yeah.
40k hours logged or
Yeah,
something.
I'm
Probably,
not
man.
sure
Like,
if he'll want to like keep tryharding. You know, like he might want to like chill. I don't
Chill.
know, but I know he does
Yeah.
have like a few years of school left, so he definitely
Yeah, that
has
was
the
what I
free
was gonna
time.
say. Like,
Yeah,
and I mean, chill for Vior could easily be like 3Ks, and if you
yeah.
do 2 of those, like you probably if you do really efficient methods, you'll probably be done. So
Yeah.
it's just a question of like what Jason, those other people are doing.
yeah. I feel like Twitter Malal into peaking would be much more enjoyable place to be. Just chilling. You don't
For
really
me,
have to.
I'm thinking of the 200 mil all into whatever the fuck I want on any given day play
Yeah,
style.
that's what I
Yeah,
would
man,
want to
that'd
do.
be sick, bro. You
Oh
just-
yeah.
yeah. And wait for new skill.
I'm not sure if
Oh,
I
fuck
actually
that.
mentioned that when I was talking about if things were ultimately worth it, is that sometimes you feel forced to continue skilling. I guess I did touch on that, but like you can't even take a day to go do some bullshit on your main without getting
Nope.
roasted.
Yep. It all adds up too. Like.
That's actually a really bad thing about the community, I won't lie.
I don't know, man. I did the Western Provinces hard diary. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I killed
that's
Zora.
obviously different.
It was big.
Oh yeah, if anyone hasn't seen my Zora kill, I kind of popped off, boys. So you know, a fresh reminder to take
Took
your
you
time
8
to do.
minutes to kill it with a twisted bow.
It was like 3, bro. Relax.
8 minutes. No one can survive in there for 8 minutes, bro.
Randalicious did. Randalicious did the Zora kill like near release for like 8 minutes or something.
Yeah, he had like a
ridiculous.
mage kill or
How is this
something.
even possible?
His inventory was full of brews and he had an Ellie, I think.
I just did the one
28 brews, no restores.
the
Yeah,
one tick
zero.
upgrade. Holy.
Obviously, he had restores. It
Yeah.
probably wasn't 8 minutes either. It was just a really long kill.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I think I could go for all pets in normal. I'll probably be the first one to get it.
I could
Looking
see
like
that.
Stab, no cap. Stab, oh my god.
Dab.
RIP to Stab, man. We really missed that scammer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rip scam.
Such a good guy.
What about that one guy who
Rip
scammed
grandma.
the Tebow
Actually,
first week of
Kenyans?
raids? Yeah, Kenyans, yo. Shout
Yeah,
out to
but
Kenyans,
okay, I would normally like be like, okay, scamming's kind of scummy, but I feel like Kenyans ran up a check. That's how I consider it. I don't think that he really scammed anyone. It's a completely different scenario.
Oh,
if
my
you knew
God.
this kid, you would think it too. It's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
yeah.
My friend was in that raid with Kenyans.
Oh
sad
my
face. You mean
God,
that
I'm
free for all
sorry.
raid where Kenyans did the biggest fucking
Did the
dash
race?
and wait, what is it called? The biggest heist. In
Yeah, biggest
RuneScape
heist.
history. It was
He
pulled
ran
by
away with the
Kenyans.
max cash
In
Tebow.
RuneScape career.
For those who don't know, he just did a raid with like absolute randoms, and then he got the Tebow and just dipped forever.
Disappeared.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head
Yeah.
out.
And he's always going to be infamous now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
True.
Not even for that. For everything before that. Wanting to not having to fight Vestfold.
Yeah, this is to put into context. This is the guy racing Vior to max.
Right, yeah. It was so close too.
Yeah, it was very close. I don't know. Is there anyone else we're missing? Maybe.
I don't think so. You guys want to move on to the last two?
Yeah, we got some good
Yeah.
ones.
Aren't the
coming up, man.
last two like kind of just
Yeah,
like, fun?
just
Yeah.
troll.
Just
yeah.
troll.
Trolling.
But that's how it
Zulu
should be, right?
Yeah.
Let's
So,
see.
what is the best emote in the Solace Discord?
Zulu Minor or
I'm
whatever.
sure everyone's about
First?
to pull it up and see.
The
You wanna go
minor
first?
Chad.
Zulu
Gotta
Sus
be
is
Solace.
good
If
as well.
if you don't answer Zulu Sus, you're just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about the
frankly.
minor
Zulu
one,
Sus
bro?
is pretty good.
What's it called? VM Volcanic Minor.
And the two like the spitting things. What is like he will never that shit.
I like
Those are
Spark
beasts.
Pog. Spark Pog is pretty good. Peepo Thumb is not
I like
bad.
people dumb because you can just reply to that with anything.
I like Weird
Or
Champ
reply
when
to
I'm
anything.
really doing a little trolling.
Weird champ.
You just spam react Weird Champ to
We have
people.
too many champs, dude. I'm just gonna say it.
No, you can
It's
never
it's
podcast too
fucking
much.
Alien Borsey, man. They love the
I can
fucking
barely tell the
weird
difference,
Pog
man.
emotes.
I like Volcanic Miner, man. That's my favorite for sure.
All right.
Info bin.
Yeah, Dumpo Bin, the classic. Good point.
Pretty sure it's called just bin on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then HLC Crush. Anyways.
Uh,
I'm a
Well,
big fan
Benefit
of
someone
speed.
Oh,
it's dynamic.
flushed.
Look at his play in the 1v1.
Dynamic would be pissed
close.
off if he heard you say that.
Yeah, man. If he hears about a guy like him,
Yeah, you
holy.
get blocked.
I'll break your arm.
Let me think. Well, mine is probably a now former member of the HLC. Big shout out to Dilrex.
Pog.
Yeah, I don't think that's just a crush, man.
Uh,
Zulu sus, IRL.
I think it is, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Weird champ.
Let's say Benny Death, bro. When you come home from work, I feel so happy inside.
Yeah, Benny's
What
an
about you,
easy
Bailey?
pick.
You on HLC crush, man?
Yeah,
Is
bro.
it fair for me to say Jamal?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
bro.
he's
Defense,
part of the
cave
HLC.
horror,
He's a
breaking the
world
game.
champion, Alex. You can say that.
One defense, cave horror, breaking the game, flag Canada.
Oh, also before we forget, I want to give a big shout out to the two world champions on this podcast, me and Bailey.
Yo, thank you for the podcast.
Anyways.
Or thank you for the shout out.
Anyways,
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Alright, we're gonna do chat questions if you want to fire those out now.
yeah, can we get some questions from hashtag the chat?
Oh, Bailey, someone asked how many pets you have. If you want to answer that.
I think 17, maybe 18.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I do have omelet though, so I am beast.
That is Beast.
So I am beast. Max no Olm. GG.
Yeah.
Gee.
I do have the max cape and the omelet.
So we got the mandatory one about me. If someone wants to read that out, never saw
Man.
Why
that
does
question.
Leaf Snick sound like that?
I was thinking about this. He doesn't actually sound like that. It's a problem with his headset or something because I've hung out with him before.
It must be the humidity.
Yeah, you can tell him, bro. My voice is like super deep IRL, right?
Yeah, no, it is.
Thanks, man. Thanks
By
for
the
backing
It's
way,
actually
my-
really cute that you got your little brother to come on the podcast for you.
Stand up for you.
By the way, my HLC crush is Blake Constiller. He's good at the game,
Oh,
but he's burnt right now.
Come
He'll
back,
He'll
please.
I
come
believe. I
he'll come
believe.
back. I believe too. We all miss him. He'll come back and he'll come back reformed too, less toxic. He's not allowed to come back if he keeps flaming people.
Was Buju Badmon late?
How does
Yeah,
Leaf
he
Snick feel after
couldn't
his
make it.
4th return to skilling?
No cap. I think it's actually the 4th. So I don't know. I'm feeling good, man. I talked about it earlier in the podcast. You know.
Oh, what about
It's
next
good to be
burnout?
back.
Do we want to do that?
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
me?
I don't think you
don't
count. I
count.
think you're already
Yeah, that's true.
burnt out.
Can I make a bold prediction for
Yeah,
next
let's hear it, man.
burnout?
Launch it.
Yeah.
Karma.
Haha.
That's not funny.
He
man.
has a big flat line coming up, I bet.
You should have said Tom. What do you mean?
No,
actually
Tom's
going.
that guy already burnt.
There's someone on a big year who I
Idiot.
think can't keep it up. I honestly think that Bailey has reached his peak, and I don't really see him skilling past
I'm
the end of
peaking
this
right
year.
now.
Plateau.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Are you trolling?
That's what
No,
you
why would I
sound
be
like.
trolling on the podcast?
Alright, bro.
We do a little trolling.
Let me
It's
see. Let me
called
see.
do a
We can
little
actually pick one,
trolling.
bro.
I don't really know.
Seth can
Oh,
be one.
this is not a bad question from Minolinsky.
I feel like we got
Why,
a lot
why
of.
are Alex and Blind so handsome?
Who would-
That is a terrible question.
I mean, it's a decent question for sure. Inquiring minds want to know.
If you
We have-
predict me, I will quit. No, Frozen will never quit, man. He's getting to him all.
We have quite a lot of people in the top 15 heading straight into the rune crafting facilities, I think. Maybe one of those might be torched.
Are you trying to say something? Man?
Yeah, there's a lot of
You
people
have
in
tried
here
to mine
You
an
said
RC
top
multiple
struggle with
times,
mining in
struggle.
RC.
You said top 15, which is literally me. I'm that cut off.
Dumbfounded
sorry,
both
top
cannot mine and
14,
cannot
bro.
RC.
There you go. Thank you.
He will be the
I-
next big burnout.
Levine,
Well, I had to cut
can
it off at
can I
Benny,
answer
bro.
Levine's question here. Who will have more front pagers, Solace or Omnia? I think it'll be pretty top heavy for Omnia near the top, but we'll have more people on it
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
agreed.
think.
Gotta S so much.
by a lot.
Don't forget, rank 3 in the whole video game, the best player of all time.
He's the only person assigned to a skilling clan as well.
Yeah.
Wait,
So we do have the
Sense.
highest member of
Relax.
skilling clan as well.
Okay, Frozen. Baby. Yeah, I know it's an unhealthy habit, but you know.
Yeah, could we address the supreme leader of Solace doing VM on this podcast?
I'm not doing it on the podcast.
No, like on this podcast, we must address this.
Yes, if any Solace member is caught doing VM, they will be launched from the clan. It is a
Yeah,
We'll
rule.
be
It's in the
banned.
handbook.
Yeah, good luck. This is like when I crashed that kid at Dust Devils.
I
He was
am
gonna
the
he was
Senate.
gonna report me to my clan leader.
Also, Rithvik, Hey Jace is not really in Omnia. He's never been in the CC before.
Hey, Jace doesn't even claim Omnia in his Twitch bio, dude.
There's no. He's just in their group, pretty much. Oh my God, what is that in the chat, bro?
It is true that
Damn,
Twitch
dude.
bio
Can you,
is
can you
legally
clear
binding.
Virtue Badmon, please?
Dude, none of us have mods in the chat.
It's because you demodded all of us.
Dude, why do I have to ban Buju and everything? You are so AIDS, bro. Alright, alright.
You perm-ban him from the TS.
Yeah. No,
Thank
I won't.
No, I'm cap.
Let me stop mining to ban this rat.
Jace is just a number in Omnia. That's the best way to put it.
Alright,
As
there we go.
Fortland would say.
We're all just numbers at the end of the day.
I'm not. I'm a real human being.
And a real hero.
With a shaved head, by the way. Bald head gang.
Hey, wake up.
A real human being.
Human being.
Alright, do we have anything else? Any final remarks?
Wait, I want to wait for one more. Come on. Someone hit us with the best question of all time.
It's coming.
Waiting. I know someone's typing away.
I guarantee someone's sitting on a stinker.
Yeah.
What?
A slapper of a question.
Just the absolute pooper, man. Where is it? Yo, what the fuck is going on? Pano says. There we go.
That's it.
That's
Not
it.
much.
I think
Not
that's all
much.
she
Just
wrote.
chilling.
Yo, Pano.
Alright. So we're gonna wrap it up here. This was Solace Podcast number 31. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll launch it on YouTube afterwards shortly.
Okay, D4L.
There's D4L.
Alright, ending now. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.